up, everybody? Welcome back. Outsiders Podcast. We are picking back up part 2 of the TOP Wrestling March Macho Madness bracket. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We left off, well, honestly, pretty much there is no number 1 ranked wrestler that made it to the Final Four. We ended up with Macho Man, number 4 from 1983-1995, and we ended up with Kurt Angle. Oh, what was
he 7?
Was Angle? Yeah. Kurt Angle 7 from 2006-2012. So we are left with a Final Four of Macho Man versus Kurt Angle. We're going to go ahead and start off on the other side. Now, tell me where you guys want to go with this. You want to go straight into the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, or do you guys want to go to the New Age right now?
Let's go New Age first. Save the fun for last.
I'm all for it. Because he is the face that runs a place. John Cena was number 1 in 2006-2012. He will remain number 1 in the 2012 to 2017. However, because Undertaker is at the place he's at wrestling every Mania, and he lost his streak, Undertaker's 16. So who do you got? I mean, a lot of people consider this a dream match. I don't give a shit because Taker would need to go over Cena all the time. Number 1 Cena, 16 Taker.
It's tough for me because as of we speak right now, in my opinion, I consider John Cena a part-timer because he's here for a couple months and he goes bye-bye. And then you got Mr. Part-timer, Undertaker, who's here for maybe a couple pay-per-views. You got Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. And personally, for this match, I'm going upset city. I'm taking 15 Undertaker over Cena. Because I'm not a big fan of Mr. Make-A-Wish personally, but I've always thought the Undertaker should be more. So, Taker for me, baby. I'm
going to throw a wrench in that and go Cena. Again, I can give a shit about Cena. You have to make the argument that he's paid his dues. He got that Roman push, what we know now as the Roman push or the Cena push, whatever you want. He got that treatment back then, headlined a lot of WrestleManias, but in 2012, 2017, I got to be honest, man. His matches with Daniel Bryan, too, at SummerSlam, his matches with CM Punk at Money in the Bank, they're pretty goddamn good matches.
I just feel he became everything he doesn't like, though.
Now, but if you talk about in between the 12 and 17, JG, what do you got?
Man, for me, it's going to be Cena on this one.
Okay.
It's really easy for me. The Undertaker's towards the end of the career. Cena is actually putting on some of the best matches of his career at this point. I mean, come on, let's look back at Royal Rumble. One of the highlights of the Royal Rumble was the AJ Styles and John Cena match.
Sure.
And not only that, I mean, he doesn't evolve with a ton of moves at a time, but we are seeing newer moves in his repertoire at this point. So for me, it's going to be Cena winning that one.
Okay. So we got Cena advancing. The next one, Seth Rollins ranked 8 to Bray Wyatt's number 9.
Ooh, that's
a good one.
This is a fun one.
Yeah.
I love Bray Wyatt. Like me, JG, I think we all love Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
But for me, I think of Seth Rollins from this 2012-17. First thing is the Shield comes to mind, and that trio was fucking badass, dude. And Seth Rollins he brought energy to everything. So
sure.
I'm taking Seth that one.
I'm going to step in here. I'm going to actually go the opposite way. I'm going to go ahead and take Bray, man. For me, I mean, it's real simple. Seth's been getting the push from Triple H since day one, man, in NXT. Bray's really doing all this work on his own. Not only that, he had to reinvent himself from Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt.
Husky Harris.
So, I mean, for me, it's definitely going to be Bray going forward.
Okay. I actually have to roll with Mr. Guns on this one. I'm going to go Seth. The reason why is because Seth's heel persona in the Shield and betraying the Shield.
Because when you saw that, it was a holy shit moment.
Well, not only that, but Bray didn't win a lot of matches in between. I mean, even Bray's personality and his character is better than Seth Rollins.
Oh, by far.
But Seth Rollins, the way he had his Money in the Bank, I mean, it wasn't just till February that Bray won the title. It was probably a McMahon deal, right, or a Triple H deal. We wanted him to win the title. Yeah. But I'm going to have to go Seth on this one. Next one is Randy Orton, number 5, to Finn Balor's number 12. This is a good one. I mean, I don't know about you, JG, because I know you're a big Orton fan, but you got to love that Bullet Club, too.
I love them both, but for me, my most memorable memory over these past 5 years, honestly, is going to be seeing Randy split wide the hell open by Lesnar. I mean, that right there just shows me he is the man. He could take that ass whooping.
Okay.
I'm a Orton guy, and I really, honestly, like, I've heard of Finn Balor, but I really didn't see much of him until he got the call up,
Prince
like,
Devitt. Yeah. You know, if we're going Orton, I'm good with that. I think it's experience, over the Flash. So
yeah. We just need a little bit more Balor.
Brock Lesnar, number 4. To the New Age Abyss, number 12. This one's pretty easy, right?
Lesnar.
For me, Lesnar.
Yeah.
Because remember when Lesnar came back that day after WrestleMania? It was the Monday night when he came out to Jack with Cena. And you heard that music go off, you're just like, shit,
right.
Yeah.
Man, let's not forget him taking Cena to Suplex City.
Speaking of Suplex City, those new shirts are badass.
Yeah.
I showed you guys we talked about the KO Mania shirt.
Those are phenomenal. Probably the greatest thing I've ever seen.
All right, we got, I believe that's a number 6, AJ Styles, to number 11, Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, we're ranking Shinsuke a little bit high because everything he has done since he stepped into WWE, or what they call NXT, which is not WWE, so fuck that. Nakamura has been amazing.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Dude doesn't even have to talk.
No.
All he says is, Joe, I'm coming for you. And then it's like, dude, this is fucking on.
Yeah. You're just like, I need to see this now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, if I had to pick, that's a tough one. Again, this is probably an experience over Flash for me, so probably be AJ. Although I love Nakamura, and I can't wait till he gets to the main roster.
Experience wins.
Yeah, can't wait to see Shinsuke, man, but it's going to be AJ for me. I mean, honestly, he's the number 1 dude in the game right now.
Yep, agreed. Here's another really good one. We got a number 3 CM Punk, and remember, this is 2012, 2017, so a lot happened in between then. But you're talking about a pipe bomb, right? Talking about Punk having the longest world title reign of this era versus one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in wrestling, period, Kenny Omega.
Once you look at the longest title reign as a deciding factor, honestly, you don't keep a belt on a guy for that long without... That's my personal opinion, so I'm taking Punk.
I love Kenny. I can't wait to see Kenny come over and make his debut over for the WWE, but... Man, I'm going Punk, man. Nobody was hotter on this scene. Still to this day, there's nothing like the pipe bomb. I mean, after the pipe bomb, this man was just pure gold.
Agreed. Absolutely. I'm with it. The next and last 2 for the 2012-2017 are some of my favorites. Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe.
Oh, man.
That's a tough one because Kevin Owens is hot, dude. I mean, Joe is hot too, but I'm telling you, it was just when I was starting to get into the NXT pay-per-views. Sami Zayn versus Neville for the title, right? And Kevin Owens faces some fucking, what was his fucking name? He's not even in NXT anymore. He got let go. He had the dreads. He was like that. He wasn't a very good wrestler.
Probably why you don't remember his name.
Right, but I couldn't. That was the first time I've seen Kevin Owens because I didn't know anything about Kevin Steen back in the day at Gorilla Pro or anything like that. But when I saw Kevin Owens and I saw the shit he did for a big man, it reminded me of a young Samoa Joe. And God damn it, as much as I love Samoa Joe, I got to go Kevin Owens on this one. I'm sorry, Joe. You're my boy, and I know I've X'd you out of 2, but...
Joe, you're the man, but yeah, I'm going KO, man. You guys know how I feel about KO. I think he puts on some of the best work inside the ring, on the mic. Honestly, if AJ wasn't in the game right now, Mr. Steen would be running it.
They're making him the number 1 heel, I think. Too.
And he's got me so reinvigorated with the new heel run.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's back to no more joking around, just pure business KO.
Love it.
And the shirts.
The shirts are... I still got that the KO show.
Yeah. Number 2, Daniel Bryan to number 15, Sami Zayn. That's a good one. This match is about heart over everything else, right?
Well, then you got to put... Daniel Bryan's got one of the biggest hearts ever. And for me, I don't know what it is, but Sami Zayn just doesn't strike a chord with me. He reminds me of a...
Okay. So I would have to agree with you with the Sami Zayn thing. Sami's in-ring work, or as El Generico back in the day, phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Him himself is not a good character. His rivalries are off the charts.
Yeah.
I would have to agree, though. It's DB.
Yeah, DB, man. I mean, there's no way you can argue Daniel Bryan on this one. I mean, this man changed the game for smaller wrestlers. Took what Rey Mysterio had started, evolved it, and now look what we're seeing come into the game, the smaller ones.
So let's jump right into it. KO versus Daniel Bryan.
KO.
That was quick, man. You're not even giving Daniel Bryan the benefit.
Not even giving him the benefit.
Man, just Sheamus booted him to his face.
I'll do it again.
All right.
Again, go home to Brie. I like Daniel Bryan, but I like KO more. Just something about KO. Just I want to watch him more than Bryan.
I feel like if I was watching this match, Daniel Bryan would be hitting those kicks while he's on the ground, and KO would just pop him up and hit him with the bomb. So I'm going KO.
That's a straight sweep, guys. Man, KO all day.
Sorry for Snap calling you guys on that one, but
KO going over on Daniel Bryan.
When you got something,
that's an upset, guys.
Yeah.
When you got something on your brain, you can't really.
That's it. CM Punk versus AJ Styles.
That is a dream match.
That's an amazing match.
Yes. Imagine if that was headlining WrestleMania this year.
Dude, they would never let that. You know the Illuminati's like, we're not giving them everything.
Yeah.
We're just giving them a taste.
Just a taste.
Yeah.
If you guys could have only seen the smile on Mean Dean's face when he thought about that. It was like a kid waking up on Christmas seeing all his gifts.
Dude.
It was like we almost had to stop and get the defibrillators because I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah. As Tommy said earlier, 6 to midnight for me.
6 to midnight, baby.
Man, you're talking about the hottest in the game now versus the hottest in the game maybe of all time.
Yeah.
Man.
If you think about
it's
it,
gonna be
though, Punk is
Punk, no shit.
I'm going Punk.
Punk is still some of the hottest. Like you hear chants of Punk
consistently, man. Everybody
everywhere.
still wants to see Punk.
Holy shit. I'm taking Styles. I like them both, but just Styles for me.
You did that just to give me
I
the
think that's what
decision.
it was too.
Well, maybe it's because of that, but also like Styles is still there. Like yeah, he's not getting everything, but he's still fucking there. So I'm taking Styles.
AJ Styles versus CM Punk. I'm trying to picture what the match would look like. I think AJ would whoop that ass. I think CM Punk would hit him with the macho elbow. I think AJ would have to hit like 3 clashes to put out Punk. This is like Rock and Austin of this generation.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Punk is Rock. No. Man, this is fucking tough. Oh, this is really tough.
I'm going Punk is Stone Cold because he's
Punk is Stone Cold, AJ is Rock. That makes total sense. Oh, shit. I'm going to go AJ Styles. It's got to be AJ for me.
Damn,
Punk,
dude.
I just want you to know when you hear this, I'm right here, bro. Straight edge all day.
I have to take I had to take into account the years he hadn't been here and all that shit.
Touche.
Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. How would you rate that match at SummerSlam anyway last year?
Other than the bleed, not that high. I mean, but it was just the ending that made it so phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that was like real blood we seen pour, and just reminded me of the Attitude Era.
I felt like it didn't do any favors for Orton.
No.
I mean, for a guy like him, you either got to put him over or put him in a story.
Yeah.
And they basically just shit on him.
Yeah.
And then it was done. Like it was
over.
That was the coup de grace.
Vince gave him some nice stuff, though. Promised him a lot of nice things for doing that.
Yeah. Lesnar for me.
I'm mixing it up, man. I'm going Orton, man.
Oh, shit.
And this is what I want you guys to picture, okay? We're going that Monday night before that SummerSlam when Orton had been getting his ass kicked repetitively, and out of nowhere he strikes with the RKO out of nowhere. So in my match, in my head, Brock comes down, he's in the ring doing his hype up, jumping around the ring thing. Randy's entrance hits. Brock staring down the walkway, looking for Randy.
And
Randy
right
comes
behind him,
back, bang, done.
I don't know. Well, now, okay, pre-Goldberg Brock, like this Goldberg Brock, not the other one, you couldn't convince me that Brock would have gone down with one RKO.
No.
But now that he just got his ass whooped by a spear and a jackhammer, yeah, he probably could. I'm not taking anything away from the RKO at all, because it is probably one of the best finishers of all time. But
it's freaking awesome.
I might pick Lesnar.
I hear voices in my head.
No shit.
Oh, we getting the Orton continuing on?
We're getting the Orton.
Oh, what a day. We're seeing upsets left and right. Honestly, fellas, I did not think Orton was moving on.
God damn it. All right.
That upset you?
Nope,
Did bracket just get busted?
Nope, bracket's not busted. I'm good. I didn't have Lesnar going deep anyway, so Cena and Seth Rollins. That was actually a pretty decent rivalry. I want to see Cena get his nose busted again.
Me
Dude,
too.
that was
Me too.
freaking
That thing
wicked.
looked gross, dude. That looks so nasty.
So the key to this match is Seth Rollins is allowed to do the running powerbomb to the turnbuckle. He's also allowed to do the curb stomp. And so curb stomp and running powerbomb.
Let's go with Seth. We can finally shut Cena up. Seth Rollins.
Man, this is tough. Everything in my body wants me to go against Cena because you guys know, I respect the man definitely for what he's done for Make-A-Wish in the WWE. But you know what? I'm actually going to roll with Cena. We're going to make this interesting. We're going to go ahead and leave it on you again, Mr. Mean Dean.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm going with Cena. Rollins goes for the curb stomp, misses. Cena puts him in the STFU, a real one, and and Rollins doesn't even tap. He gets choked out.
Okay. Based on Cena's WrestleMania track record at this time, 2 matches with The Rock, 1 with Bray, and then the rest I don't fucking know. He wasn't even there at 31, was he?
No.
Wasn't there at 31. 32, he made an appearance to tag team with The Rock,
yeah.
which is also another part-timer. I would have to go Seth with a curb stomp. Heel Seth. All right, let's jump into that match. Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. Still,
RKO's all day.
all rules of law. Really?
He's coming off the top rope too much.
Man, Orton is going way deeper in this than I thought he would.
Oh, God.
You can't stop that RKO, man. I mean, it literally comes from out of nowhere.
Okay.
Let's hear what you got, man. I might be the deciding factor on this one.
I think what's going to happen at 31 is going to happen a little differently. I think Seth's going to go for the curb stomp. Randy's going to launch him up for an RKO. It's going to get blocked, turned around, curb stomp, so it's Seth Rollins.
Oh, man. I like both these guys. I like heel Seth.
I do too.
I like Orton, and it's just, I just think I should have a quarter right now, tossing it up. It's tough, but I'm going, oh, man. Oh, God, bracket busted right here, man. I'm going Seth, dude.
Shit.
Something about watching Seth Rollins, watching both is entertaining, but I get a lot of entertainment.
This one's a lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
I just don't get it on that one, guys. It wasn't even interesting to me. I don't know. I'm just not that huge of a Seth dude. Even when he was heel, it's that voice, I'm telling you, man. Him and Stephanie McMahon have the same exact voice. I don't want you either to speak.
Would you buy a Seth Rollins rap album about him smashing Stephanie out?
If the Macho Man was featured somewhere.
Yeah.
Or are there pictures inside the disc cover of Stephanie's floppy?
But
if Stephanie's in there, yeah.
Rollins already got pictures out there of his dick, so he's already set. Yeah.
To the Nazi chick.
Yep. All right. Another big one. AJ versus KO, Sweet 16. That's a tough one.
You got the pop-up power bomb versus the Pele and Styles clash, and
phenomenal forearms.
See, and what I see, because KO's so good at using everybody else's moves, I see KO
Styles clashing it
with a Styles clash on AJ, but I don't see AJ going down to that.
What would he go down to? The pop-up power bomb?
Well, AJ would sell the fuck out of that power bomb, though.
Yeah, you would.
So didn't we talk about this at some point?
I think we have.
Dude, before we even started this podcast, we had talked about AJ versus KO.
Yeah.
And
we were talking about Mania about it, actually. Yeah, man.
Oh my God, this is weird. I got deja vu.
It's all coming back around.
What do you got, Tommy? Why don't you start, Tommy? Because I got to think about this one.
Shit. I think it might be KO, dude. I've liked KO since the go. You and I have talked about that, and just KO that pop-up power bomb and the roll into the corner turnbuckle, and fucker went through chairs, dude. He'll set up stuff, and he'll just
that match. Jesus,
I'm going KO.
Oh, Mean D, we're going to leave this one up to you. I'm actually going to go the opposite way on this one. I'm going AJ, and the reason is, for the past 6 months, KO's been playing sidekick with Jericho. AJ,
as the champion, though.
As the champion. But AJ's been running the show by himself. True. Not only beating everybody, but also beating the face that runs the place multiple times.
As you guys were talking, I thought about it. KO is a better loser based on his character. AJ is a better winner based on his character. So it's AJ for me.
Who do you think plays a better heel?
KO.
KO.
Yeah. That's not even a question for me.
AJ's the anti-hero to me.
AJ's so good though. His heel persona is way better now than it used to.
Yeah,
he's an air.
And you got to thank Christian Cage for that shit.
Thank you, Christian.
All right, so we have an Elite 8 Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. This is almost a little too easy for me. What are you guys thinking?
I'm going Seth or AJ all day.
AJ all day.
That's it. All right. One and done.
Thank God Rollins did not get to the Final Four. I would have cried. You'd have heard the grown man cry on wrestling radio.
Part of the Illuminati's not on this list, though.
Yeah, Roman Reigns didn't make that list.
No, he don't make any list.
I did that for my boy. That was easy.
Yeah. One day we might make shittiest of all time, and yeah, he'll definitely be in there.
Shittiest bracket of all time? Yeah. Oh my God, who would be on that shit?
I can think of quite a bit.
Yeah.
The Godwins.
The Godwins. God damn, that's a good one. All right, you guys ready for the Attitude Era?
Always.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
This is the part I've been waiting for.
Number 1.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Easy. Oh, over Eddie Guerrero, though.
Instantly.
Instantly, okay. I thought that was going to be a lot harder because that was still around the time that Eddie went for the championship.
I get it, but it's Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. To me, Stone Cold's not going to lose a match in this bracket.
That's
so you got Stone Cold going doom doom doom.
Yeah.
Doom.
Yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
Brock Lesnar's number 8 to Kevin Nash's number 9.
I like Kevin Nash. You know,
talking about outsiders.
Outsiders, Kevin Nash.
NWO.
Tearing his
Pre-staph infections.
Pre-staph infections. Pre-tearing his quad every time he sneezes.
That's
jackknives all day.
Yeah, that's beast versus beast.
I'm going for Nash.
No shit. Okay.
I want to go with Nash to make that a advance for him, man. But on this one, I'm going to have to go Lesnar, man. You know what? That F5's looking really good.
Lesnar was super hyped up at that time, and I mean,
when he came out, like he was
put out The Rock.
Shooting star press just landed on his face, but showed you a big man could do amazing things.
And he was a legitimate college champion wrestler too. So
Kevin Nash is a little too slow for me in the ring. I mean, the methodical portion of it tells the story, but Brock was just way too much of a beast. It'd be Brock for me too.
And he's working with Shelton Benjamin back then still.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Bret the Hitman Hart.
And this is NWO.
This is NWO.
This is turning heel. Oh, you can't go.
No. It's any
heel
part
Hogan.
of it.
Yeah.
Heel. Let's just call it heel Hogan.
I'm going heel Hogan all day.
All day. Okay.
Heel Hogan all day. That was my all-time favorite moment was when he turned heel.
So
wrestling. So I'm Hogan right now.
We're going Hogan obviously because of 2 to.
Wait, you can sell me on this because you know I love Bret. I just need a little convincing.
Well, see, here's the thing. I can't sell you too hard on Bret when you're talking about, okay, so you got 96 to 2006. Bret was only there for a very small portion of that time.
He was there till 99.
Thank you, Goldberg. Yeah. But you're talking about Bret and Stone Cold, Bret and Shawn Michaels, the Montreal Screwjob, all that stuff. So it's a very small portion. That's my only argument to that. And how amazing is it to have Hulk and Bret fight after WrestleMania 9 when that was supposed to be the whole thing in WCW, right? But yeah, it's Hulk.
I also want to bring up, that's also when Bret did the iron under his shirt so Goldberg could spear him.
Yep, that's right.
Phenomenal.
All right, number 4, Rock to number 12, Chris Jericho. This is WCW intro to WWE Jericho, and they beefed.
Oh God!
Right?
Yeah, that was
the funny thing is
that was. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
That was when you remember where this is. It was 99, right before the Y2K thing, and WWF had the countdown to Y2J, Y2J,
Love
Y2J.
that shit. That was the best shit he did.
Mid promo, Rock's out there talking. Fucking pyro goes off.
That was an unbelievable promo between the both of them.
It was one of the best, and oh God, that's a toss-up, man, and I love Chris Jericho from in that era, but that was right when The Rock was actually starting to get really hot.
He was really hot, yeah.
Yeah, so it
started in the Nation.
The Nation. Even when he came out as Rocky Maivia, you're like...
Had that, change that IC title to the oval with the purple strap.
Yep. So I love you, Chris. I love you, Jericho, but I'm taking The Rock.
Okay.
Jericho, let's do this, man. You're the only man to beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night to unify the belts. Let's roll on, man.
Damn, that's a good point.
Oh, shit.
I hadn't thought about it until you said that. And he was hella heel about it, too.
Hella heel.
Yeah.
I can't recant.
I gotta go The Rock. Sorry. It's gotta
almost,
be The Rock.
Jericho. We almost had that one.
Almost. You almost sold me on that. This is wrestling. No, I'm sorry. Undertaker versus Big Show.
Is that even a question?
Paul White. Taker, 96, 2006? Unreal.
That's not even a question.
No question for me. It's Taker all day.
All right, let's roll Taker. That one's easy. Sting versus Triple H.
The match we all really wanted to see.
Talking about the Crow Sting, not WWE's Crow Sting, because they decided to make that as fucking entrance music.
Yeah.
It should have still been the fucking WCW entrance music.
Yeah.
Because when they did the video game promo, that hyped me the fuck out.
Yeah,
I was like, what? Yeah, so call it what you will. NWO Sting, TNA Sting, Crow Sting. Pre-Crow Sting when he was shooting on Luger and all those guys.
And he told the fans to stick it.
He turned his back to the camera when he did his promos versus Triple H, which 96, 2006, DX.
Yeah.
That was his time.
That was some of the funniest,
some of the best
mic work I've ever seen.
Yep.
Like when they came down after they lowered Shawn Michaels down and he was wearing the Undertaker garb. And they came out
after I burned him at Rumble.
They came out with the hot dogs and the fucking grill and stuff. Fun, best stuff ever.
I just watched the one where the new DX dared Triple H show his dick on the ride, and he came out with a squirt gun.
Yep. Man, I'm gonna start this one off, fellas. I'm going Sting. Two reasons why. Let's reverse that bullshit WrestleMania we had a few years back, where of course Triple H had to go over. Not only that, guys. Tom, you bring up a great point. Triple H was phenomenal and funny on the mic, right? Sting didn't even have to talk. You still wanted to see him. That's how impactful this man's moment was. I will not forget. Every Monday, I wanted to tune in to Nitro just to see what Sting would do.
They would show him in the rafters. They would pan to him.
And then they brought out the fake Sting, and I mean, oh man, it was just so
good. They had to be too.
Yeah.
That's tough too because H had some unbelievable matches with Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. He did the whole him and Stephanie McMahon
married from the test
deal,
Quick Chapel,
and they were the authority, pre-authority, right?
Yeah.
They ran the show for quite some time, but man, Sting, he was honestly, if NWO was to have any rivalry, Sting was just one guy that took down the whole group.
And how many times did he go in that ring, man, and just beat them all with the baseball bat?
Yeah. What do you think, Tommy?
Oh God, JG made a good point. Like, love Triple H's mic work, but you didn't even have to hear Sting say a thing.
Sure.
And when you saw, I remember watching it in my room, watching Monday Nitro, because I was a WCW guy for most of that time. They would pan up and you would see Sting in the rafters and just, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's do something already.
And drop down. Start whooping that ass. Sting all the way.
Sting.
Here's an interesting one. I ranked Goldberg fairly high in this. Let's just be real, and it's because of the impact he made on the business, not his matches or not anything like that. But and I also ranked Kurt Angle low because he wasn't in the business for that entire time.
That's when he's dealing with everything,
And he just moved on at 2006. He just moved on to TNA.
Yep.
So, Goldberg versus Kurt Angle. At that time, who do you have?
Goldberg in a minute 23.
You always got to put the time on it.
Exactly.
Because it's real.
Yeah,
well,
it's real.
Damn real. Yeah.
It's real, damn real. Perfect way to say that.
I got Goldberg because, 96, that was when Kurt Angle was still doing his Greco-Roman, winning the gold medal Olympic wrestling.
Yeah, but I don't mean to cut you off, Tommy, but I think you guys need to go back on the network and look at some of the matches he had with The Rock, with Taker, with Austin. He held and pushed those matches better than some of the other guys I've ever seen. Some of those matches he had matches with Benoit and Guerrero and Rob Van Dam, and it's like when you really think about it and put it in perspective, that man won the WWE. Sorry, it was WWE at the time.
WWE.
World title in a Hell in a Cell match with 6 other guys, all of them top ranked except for one fat motherfucker, Rikishi.
Yeah.
Who I'm glad got top.
I don't know, just a spot to fall off into a truck full of hay.
Shit. Man.
For me, I'll explain my Goldberg pick. For me, it's real easy, man. That man and it's like you started this whole question with. That man had such an impact there, man. I've never, as much as I can't stand Goldberg, I've never seen a crowd erupt to this man coming out. And I mean, for that minute and 23 seconds, he really sold it to you. And I don't mean like Undertaker Ultimate Warrior sold it to you. Like, he really made you think he was like this unstoppable badass that nobody could mess with.
It was the streak.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what was it?
180 something.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm. Goldilocks moves on. Kurt Angle out. Last one. This is an interesting one, I thought. Shawn Michaels, number 2. And again, keep this in your mind. Talking about 96 to 98, technically, WrestleMania 14. Shawn Michaels wasn't there for a chunk of time, but then he came back as a commissioner. Then he came back as a born-again Christian.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of depth to Shawn in this one. Shawn's number 2.
He was doing DX.
Yeah.
So
to Scott Hall's number 15.
Man, we got click versus click here. I'm going Scott Hall in this.
Whoa!
Are
No
you
shit.
serious?
Talking about heel Michaels is not as good as NWO Scott Hall.
Yeah. Let's never forget that first night that Scott Hall walked out on WCW. Was your mind not blown?
My mind was blown, but he didn't beat anybody up. He doesn't perform the way Shawn.
He was all. Let's not forget one of the greatest matches of all time is the ladder match, including him and Shawn. That's when he was putting on phenomenal work. Don't get me wrong, love Shawn, and it's hard for me to go against him in this. But yeah, this one I'm going Scott.
So you're going straight upset, 15 over 2.
15 over 2.
Okay, then I'm going to go Shawn because I want to leave it with you.
I'm going Shawn, and I love me some Scott Hall. I love me Shawn Michaels. I love when Scott Hall came out on WCW, but watching Shawn Michaels during this time, from 96 to 2006, his heel work.
But you're not watching him the whole time. He gets injured he gets that back injury from the Undertaker throwing him out.
But then you had Scott Hall missing time because he was in the the bag 90% of the time too.
So if you take Born Again Christian out, you take Commissioner Pillhead out, you go straight 96 to 98 Shawn Michaels, just those 2 years, versus an NWO Scott Hall for the entire time, I'm going Shawn.
I'm going Shawn.
I hate to say it, bud. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I can't pick.
I love me some Scott Hall, but it's Shawn Michaels. Just something about
Shawn ran the clique. He was the boss of. He was basically the head of the clique, where Scott Hall was just a part of it.
See,
do you not disagree?
Man, you guys are just. His in-ring work at that time is phenomenal, but all I see DX is hey, I'm gonna take it back to how Tommy put it about Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I see DX as a poor version of the NWO. NWO changed the games. If it wasn't for the NWO being there, there's no WWE to speak of to this day.
I definitely don't disagree with that. And I'm not talking DX. I'm talking like Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker in the Hell in the Cell. I'm talking Shawn versus Brett at Survivor Series. Talking purely if you put these two in a ring, who would win? And to me, it would be Shawn Michaels every time.
Raisin.
Damn, that's good. I like it. I like the difference.
I like how you stick it.
He's just got more machismo.
Machismo. All right, so we'll roll in. Shawn Michaels versus Goldberg. Okay, can I say this? CM Punk carried Brock Lesnar to an amazing match at SummerSlam, right?
Yeah.
Macho Man carried Ultimate Warrior to an amazing match at WrestleMania 7. Okay, so these guys can carry these guys. Do you think Shawn can carry Goldberg to an amazing match?
You can carry him to a 4-star. I'm not going any higher.
That's fair.
And it's not on Shawn. Shawn's phenomenal. I don't think anybody could carry Goldberg to a 5-star match.
Goldberg can't carry Goldberg.
Yeah, no, he can barely carry himself to the ring without getting winded.
That's fair.
But unfortunately, he hits the ring, spear, jackknife. Sorry, Shawn.
I'm going. You're gonna have to make a decision because I'll take HBK. HBK is more technical. He doesn't have just three moves.
I hate to say it. I do see Goldberg just hitting that nasty spear on Shawn.
And that's when he's hitting that vicious jackhammer back in the day, too. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to advance. I feel Shawn's so dirty advancing this, man.
God damn it. Sorry, Shawn.
Here's a great one. Sting and Taker, the match that everybody wants to see. You're talking about, okay, they said, I want to see Sting and Taker in 2015. Yeah. You're talking about Sting and Taker
in their prime.
At the height of wrestling all time.
Who?
I'm saying not NWO Sting, not pre-Crow Sting. I'm talking about right when he I'm talking 97 Starrcade Sting, regardless of the match because it was garbage.
Yeah.
97 Starrcade Sting versus WrestleMania 13.
I'm going to throw a wrench in this casket match.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
casket
wow.
match. Who you got?
Well, then you got to have Taker in a casket match. You can't beat the dog in his own backyard.
I agree with that. So I think that's too easy.
Casket match with a bat in the corner.
With a bat on.
What if we just call it no DQ, period?
Perfect. It simplifies everything.
Falls count anywhere.
Well, because then you're either gonna have a fall with Taker giving Sting the tombstone,
I love that.
or you're gonna have a tap out with Sting giving Taker the Scorpion.
There you go. You just decided it for me. I'm going Taker because I don't see Taker tapping out.
So you both going Taker?
You don't.
Damn.
You're not gonna tap. Taker's not tapping out.
His legs are too long to get in the Scorpion.
Taker, no, but that's not how it's gonna end. I mean, the thing you got to figure is it's got to end. It can't end on a submission. It's got to end in some extravagant way with fire or some shit. I
don't want there to be a fire involved because I already seen Sting fall 40 feet once.
I'm really thinking that Sting comes out on top here.
Give me the finish.
Taker hits the choke slam, but they're both winded. They're both, Taker kind of falls over himself because he can't make the cover. They get up. Taker puts him in the pile driver. Talk about a backwards reverse to where Sting's up in the tombstone pile driver. Drops him down, throws him against the turnbuckle, Stinger splash twice, and then puts him down with a Scorpion Death Drop.
You sold me. I'm going Sting. Change my answer.
You changed your mind.
Change my mind. I like that finish.
It's two against one.
Taker.
I can't.
The biggest thing that pushed me towards that was now that I've been watching the Attitude Era more and everything, Taker fucks up every now and then.
Yeah, he
Sting doesn't fuck up.
No. Crazily enough, no.
I watched
you think a bigger man like that would.
Do you remember the Raw where they were in Canada and it was the flag versus flag match, the U.S. versus Canada flag match? It was like Stone Cold Taker and LOD or something versus all the Hart Foundation. Taker's trying to fucking roll up a pin in a flag match, and they're like, "Oh, you can't do that, Taker. You got to go get the flag." I'm like, "Damn,
come on, bro."
All right, speaking of Taker, because this always just. Do you remember when Taker wore a mask? I think we talked about this. That was.
Yeah, it's because
he jacked up his face, like an orbital bone or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was that, but I know Rey Mysterio broke his orbital bone.
Fuck that noise. I hope that never happens.
Can you imagine that shit?
No.
Getting your face broken by Rey fucking Mysterio of all people, the lightest guy in there.
That'd be horrible, man. That'd take away all your biggest, baddest dog in the yard.
What about Rock vs. Hulk? NWO heel Hulk, well, whatever. He went into WrestleMania 18 the same way. Well, not the same, but you know what I mean.
Same
persona.
When you have Rock going over on Hulk,
I would have Rock going over.
I would think so. Like, it sucks, but like, I brought up the part-timer stuff, and Hogan was like a part-time, full-timer. Like, he wouldn't show up 90% of the time.
So let's just throw out this crazy alternative timeline here. Let's say Sting and Hogan end Starrcade. Sting becomes victorious. Hogan's freaking out over getting his title back, and The Rock jumps ship to WCW. Who do you think they're going to beef with first? It'll probably be the NWO, and it'll probably be on WCW's side, and he'll probably go over Hogan at some point.
Yeah.
JG, you're struggling.
Oh, man. It's too hard to go against Hollywood, man. Hollywood finds a way to win.
Well,
Don't know how, but he finds a way.
It was 2-1 anyway, so we appreciate it.
Hogan, I'm sorry, brother.
Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar, the match that never happened.
Because Stone Cold went home. And I love Stone Cold, but that would have been so cool to see that match.
Well, that's true, but I agree with him. It wasn't promoted worth shit, so probably wouldn't have been as good as it could have been.
Stone Cold after 3 stunners?
Yeah, I would have had to take quite a few. You're talking about like maybe a 17-minute match?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Orton beat New Age Brock, Stone Cold could definitely beat Old School Brock.
So let's roll into that Sweet 16. A classic, instant classic already. Stone Cold versus The Rock. That's a tough one. That is an absolutely tough one.
My bias fully plays in here. I'm going Stone Cold.
I love it, yeah.
My bias, I'm a Stone Cold guy from the get-go.
I'm in it.
Something about badass he was. He didn't give a fuck.
Come on, that walk in the head shake, man.
When he walked down, I tried doing that walk, and I look like I have,
Seizures,
Seizure,
Tourette's,
right?
everything.
Parkinson's.
As he called it, the bad motherfucker walk.
Yeah.
All right, Sting Goldberg, a WCW matchup.
Guys, I just want to bring that up. Okay, we just had Rock and Stone Cold, the two highest in theirs, and then we now got the two highest in the WCW. This is crazy how this is working out. I'm going Sting.
In my opinion, that's an easy one.
That's easy.
All right.
That's a no-brainer.
Guys, this is the ultimate matchup I want to see. Let's save the Attitude Final Four for last, because I think that's my favorite one out of all of them.
Can we do that? Because we got Macho Angle.
Right.
So let's get
Stone Cold versus Sting. Stone Cold fought Sting in the 80s. Early 90s.
Yeah. But we're not talking
WCW. I know, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Stunning Steve Austin.
He was a Hollywood blonde.
Sting. Yep.
This is the matchup I always wanted to see during the era. I mean, that's the top of the WWE versus the top of the WCW.
This is like anti-hero versus anti-hero.
Yeah.
You got to take Stone Cold, though, don't you? Stone Cold just hit you with the stunner. Knock your ass out.
Sting just beat Goldberg.
Yeah, and you didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't have a Goldberg Stone Cold matchup, so Stone Cold would have whooped Goldberg's ass to begin with.
Shit.
This is a tough one. Okay,
I feel like I'm betraying Stone Cold to think against him right now.
Sting's in the prime of his career. Stone Cold's just getting hot as shit. Not in his prime just yet, but he's right there.
Yeah.
Actually, it is in his prime because
he was beefing with Bret. Like he had some beef
Bret
with
Hart. This is 2006.
Shit! My bad. I looked at the wrong.
Yeah, we're going all the way up. So technically, this is to the ball drop when he goes home. You also have to consider his work as GM or Raw.
When he would sing with a guitar.
With Angle, him and Angle as the sheriff.
The WCW heel.
Deputy.
But then they had him and Triple H did some shit together too.
They did. Well, the car accident where they hit Stone Cold and ended up being Rikishi.
When it should have been Billy Gunn.
Yeah, but then it was like H gave the orders or some shit. That was actually, if you haven't looked it up in a while, Stone Cold versus Triple H, 3 Stages of Hell. No Way Out.
Yep.
One of the greatest ones.
Guys, I'm going to put a little more pressure on this decision we have to make here. Literally, we're determining which show was better during the Attitude Era by this single pick.
That's true. See, and you put it that
Stone
way.
Cold.
I was a WCW guy, but I got to take Stone Cold because I would watch WCW, and if I turned the station and I saw Stone Cold, I would keep it on.
Stone Cold. But I want to hear this. I want to hear it from you, even if it's 2-1.
Oh man, this is probably the toughest one of the night.
It's like we're asking him to choose his favorite kid.
I'm gonna go on Stone Cold just because Sting tries to go for the Scorpion Death Drop and gets reversed into the stunner.
Love it. Okay, we are at our final 4. We got 1983 to 1995 Macho Man versus 2006-2012 Kurt Angle. What about that matchup? Unfucking believable. How good technically will that matchup be? And the story would be just ridiculous. That match, I'm going to add to that the stipulation 1 hour Iron Man match.
Even better.
You got to take Angle then, don't you?
For an Iron Man?
I would think you would take Angle.
Oh my God, this is fucking tough.
You're going Angle, I'm going Macho.
I'm going Angle. If you're going Iron Man match, you got to take Angle.
Oh my God.
I'm going Macho. That elbow could win 5 pinfalls alone.
But he's got the elbow, right? That's badass, but could you put up with an ankle lock, like Kurt Angle?
Macho's crazy ass back then, I could.
I can't even picture Macho in an ankle lock, not because it's not possible, but I can't even see Macho selling an ankle lock at that point.
No.
Oh, this is tough. I am going to go with Macho Man.
All right.
Macho Man in the championship. Stone Cold versus AJ Styles. I would have loved to see a Stone Cold versus CM Punk.
Oh, hell, that'd have been legit.
But AJ Styles, man, he transcended the next generation. What I remember seeing is when you're talking about maybe 2001, 2002, I remember seeing on those magazines when you go through the store, the pro wrestling magazines, it was like AJ Styles the next big thing, and is AJ Styles the greatest wrestler in the world? That was back then.
Yeah. That was
before he carried TNA. That was before he came WWE. But you're also talking about arguably the greatest wrestler of all time that he's going up against ever. I mean, all around wrestler.
Yep. Total package.
So who are you taking?
I'll start this.
Go JG. I can't. I don't have this one.
All right, I'll start this one off. Man, Styles, you're my boy. I love you. I love everything you're doing in the game, but I'm going Stone Cold, man. There ain't no way you're stopping the rattlesnake.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
You know, as much as I would love to see a Macho Man AJ Styles main event, I would have to agree that it's Stone Cold and Macho. So, championship, Macho Man, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're talking about 96 to 2006 Stone Cold to the 80s, one of the greatest heels back then, to the 80s Macho Man.
And they're both freaking phenomenal on the mic, and they can both work.
Okay, so if we're talking about championship, what is the stipulation in this match?
Cage match.
Oh, that's pretty goddamn good.
I didn't even think I would have. Oh shit! I would have thought like the strap match or
you could, yeah, but you can't really put Macho 83 to 95 Macho Man in like a no DQ because that wasn't really the thing back then.
You want to see him flying off the top of the cage with that elbow. Just imagine Stone Cold. You know, we're used to seeing him go to the middle rope to get the his little elbow.
Yep. The one he took from Bret Hart. Yeah.
Let's imagine him going up to the top of the cage. Old-legged Stone Cold.
Oh my God.
What if we'd have seen a stunner from the top?
That's video game talk right there. Yeah.
Sorry, my mind's just going.
That's some cheat code video game action going on.
This is why we're here because honestly, I figured we'd get to this point where I'm almost no contest at this point. This is a tough one. Because a lot of people forget that Stone Cold was way more technical.
Yeah.
That, you know, and they called him the fucking ringmaster, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
People forget, man, if it really wasn't for the injuries, man, he'd been one of the greatest mat technicians there was.
You got a flyer versus a technician. And
what year does this take place?
What year does it take place? Let's split it between the two, pretty much. Let's say 2000. Like, not 2000.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking of best Macho Man. So even if we took the years out of it, we took them at their height, what would be Macho's height and what would be... Okay, so Stone Cold's 98.
Yeah.
That's probably pretty clear. If you're talking about the Genesis, Stone Cold's 97. But 98 is when he won the championship.
Yeah, we're going to go 98.
Yeah. Okay, but then you can make the argument that if you took NWO Macho Man, you'd make it a 97 match.
The only thing I don't like about that is his NWO gear.
Sure, okay.
You didn't like the black and white?
No, not on him. It just after seeing that man in such bright colors,
sure,
kind of took away from the effect for me.
You know what?
It made it more sinister, kind of like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it out. Did anybody pick yet?
Nope.
I'm gonna go Stone Cold Steve Austin for the win.
Was going Stone Cold. I had Stone in my mock brackets before we did this. I had Stone Cold going all the way.
To be the devil's advocate. If Tommy wouldn't have said Stone Cold and he would have went Macho, I would have went Stone Cold. But to be the devil's advocate for this one, I'm going to go Macho because that man deserves his respect as well.
It's hard to pick, yeah.
That way we can say it finished 2-1. Maybe it was the best out of 3 falls in the cage match.
Stone Cold for the win.
If this doesn't get Stone Cold on the podcast, I don't know what will.
Did you guys celebrate 316 Day, by the way?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oops, sorry. Just taking a picture of the bracket. We'll post it on our Facebook page, Twitter. All right, everybody. This is the end of our episode for March Madness, March Macho Madness. Just another reminder, make sure you check out our show, WrestleMania Pre-Show, live on YouTube, April 2nd. Be there. We will be there. We'll be having an awesome time talking about WrestleMania, throwing some other shout-outs out. Shout out, like JG said last episode, What Culture. Shout out Heel Talk Nation. Fuck you, Vince Russo and Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling. Email me back, bitch.
Shout out to all our fans that are listening, all the downloads we've had recently. Much love.
Yeah, absolutely.
RMW. If you don't reach out to us, you might see a takeover.
Yeah, we'll show the fuck up.
With that.
Come on, Vince. You piece of shit.
You live in Broomfield.
Oh, you just shout out his city? He shouts out his fucking city. Everybody hates him. All right, everybody.
Till next time.
Episode.
Out.